Okay, number 3, just talk a little bit about gear, musical instruments. Obviously, I'm a guitar player, have been for a very long time, and the thing that is really, really important is to have good gear that sounds good, plays well, and stays in tune. You know, that you cannot overestimate the importance of that, because if it's something you want to do, if you want to shoot professional standard videos, you need a professional standard camera. It's the same thing with music, you know, and very often people will often say, if when you do something, they'll go, man, that sounded fantastic. That's a mixture of you, your talent, but it's also the instruments that you use, you know. So rather than having 5, 6, 7, 8 cheap kind of okay guitars, you're better off having a single coil Strat type guitar, a guitar with humbuckers that's really good, because you can probably cover most of the bases, no pun intended, with those. Same thing with an acoustic, a really good acoustic or electroacoustic guitar as well, and amps as well, you know, and some really good pedals. Don't buy a £20 overdrive pedal and put it between your £2,000 guitar and your £1,000 amp, because it will suck the tone and it will kill it. You know, over the years, I think the things you learn, and especially talking to recording engineers, guys who do a lot of session work, and a lot of live mixing engineers especially, things that I would say are keep the gain down. That's something that people always think, right, I've got to have the gain cranked right up. Very often, great example would be a band like AC/DC, for instance. The guitars on those albums sound absolutely amazing, but there's hardly any gain. They're quite clean but loud. That kind of stuff is really important. And the in-tune thing, you know, you need, say you get your one chance, you know, to do the Eddie Van Halen thing and play a solo on Beat It by Michael Jackson. You know, if you've got a guitar that when you get past the 12th fret is out of tune, isn't intonated properly, you know, that's it. You might get one chance and you go, oh, and it's fantastic. And then you get up here and it goes, and it's all out of tune. And you go, oh no, hang on, no. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it was all right at home, blah, blah, blah. That's it, man. That's the chance gone. So guitars that stay in tune, and, you know, tuning up as well. I will talk about stuff like this later, but, you know, everything you do, every time you play a song, every time you do a take in a studio, hit the tuner, make sure you're still in tune, because you might get the vibe, everything's perfect, and it's out of tune. So good gear, you know, always take one guitar that costs a lot more money than 3 that are kind of average and okay. And you have to really, you know, you have to dedicate yourself to it. It's not cheap, you know, but that's kind of, yes, I can be there 5 o'clock, certainly, Mr. John Elton, yes, of course. If your gear just doesn't work or doesn't sound very good, you might blow that one opportunity that you get. And there aren't that many opportunities out there, so you really need to grasp every single one that you can. Good gear, it's important.